Okay. So now see this one. See, this is your concept test. Now this is on the isometric projections. Okay. Now see the first question. Now, what is the conversion of 2D drawings into three-dimensional drawings? So what is this means? We have seen that is conversion of three-dimensional drawings into two-dimensional drawing. That is called as the orthographic projections. While the conversion of two-dimensional drawings into three-dimensional drawing, that is called as what? That is called as the isometric projection. Okay. So read the questions carefully. Don't be in a hurry to give the answer. Okay, so two-dimensional drawings into three-dimensional, that is called as what? That is called as the isometric projection or isometric view. Okay, and conversion of three-dimensional drawings into two-dimensional drawing, that is called as what? Orthographic projection. Okay, then we have discussed about this one. The three axes in the isometric view, these are called as what? These are called as isometric axes. Okay, so the length, width, and height. Okay, so length here, height, and width. So we can take length here also. Okay, if you take length here, so width will come on this axis. Okay, so that is called as what? The three axes in isometric view is, it is called as the isometric axis. Okay, now what are the lines which are drawn parallel to the isometric axis? So if you drawn the lines here, okay, so that means suppose these are our three isometric axes. Okay, so this is our length, this is our height, and this is our width. Okay, now if I drawn vertical line to the height, okay, and the horizontal line to the length, okay, then horizontal line to the width, vertical line to the height. Okay, if I drawn the lines parallel to this length, width, and height isometric axis, so these are called as what? These are called as what? The isometric lines. Okay, so you have to remember this one. So the lines which are drawn, so these are the isometric lines. These lines are whatever the lines which are drawn to the three axes, that is isometric axis, these are called as what? Isometric lines. Okay, now whatever the plane which are formed because of this, that is isometric axis, and by drawing the isometric lines, so then these are called as what? The planes created using isometric axis and isometric lines, these are called as what? Isometric planes. And these are called as the isometric planes. So these MCQs are very important. Okay, the same type of the MCQs you will get in the examination. Okay, so the plane created, so which is the plane? So this is plane number one, which is created because of these two isometric axes and because of these two isometric lines. Then this plane, second plane, it is created because of this isometric axis, length and height, and because of these two isometric lines. Then plane number three, it is created because of isometric axis, length and height, and because of these two isometric lines. So this is called as what? Isometric planes. These are called as the isometric planes. Okay. Now the included angle between the isometric axis. So what is the included angle in isometric axis? So we have this isometric axis here like this. Okay, so length, this is height, and this is width. So what is this angle here? So this angle is 120 degree. This angle is what? 120 degree. So the correct answer here is the 120 degree. So the what the include angle between the isometric axis is what? This is 120 degree. 120 here, 120 here, and 120 here. All the angles are same. That's why we are calling this as a isometric projections or isometric drawing. Now this is 120 here. Okay, now in isometric view, 3D object is drawn by taking. Now we have seen there are two types of the drawings. Okay, one is isometric view. Okay, one is isometric view. Okay, and another one is what? Isometric projection. Another one is what? Isometric projection. Okay, so in isometric view, we'll take the actual dimensions. We'll take here actual dimensions. While in isometric projections, we'll take here the reduced dimension. Okay, we multiply the actual dimension. In isometric projection, we multiply actual dimensions by a factor of 815, 815 or 9 by 11. So the dimensions get reduced here. Okay, in isometric projection, the dimension get reduced because of we multiply that by the factor 0.815 or 9 by 11. Okay, so this dimension get reduced. But in case of isometric view, we use the actual dimensions. If 50 is there, if the dimension is 50, we are using 50 for isometric view. But for the isometric projections, we are multiplying that 50 by 0.815. So the dimensions get reduced here. So this get reduced. So it will come something like 49 point something. Okay, whatever the answer is there. So it will get reduced here. It is not 50, but it get reduced. So reduced dimensions are used in isometric projection. So in isometric view, so here you have to be very careful. In isometric view, we are using actual dimensions, or it is also called as what? The true dimensions. Okay. Now in isometric projection, the 3D object is drawn by taking, now we are taking here the reduced dimensions in isometric projection. Okay. In isometric view, we are using actual dimensions, while in isometric projections, we are using what? The reduced dimension. Okay. Now isometric scale is used in, now where in which drawings we are using the isometric scale. So in, we don't require the isometric scale in isometric view, but we require this scale in what? In isometric projection. Okay. So how that scale is drawn? Okay. So that we are not seeing. So how the isometric scale is drawn? So for drawing the isometric scale, okay, so what we have to do, we have to take first horizontal line, then first we have to take the 30-degree angle. We have to take 30-degree angle first, and after that we have to take here what? The 45-degree angle. So this is 45-degree angle. So first angle is 30 degree, the second angle is how much? 45 degree. Now then this is our origin. Then you have to take here, this is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeter, then this is 3 centimeter, this is 4 and 5. Suppose in our drawing, the maximum dimension is what? 50 mm. So we have taken 5 centimeter. Then from this 5, you have to draw vertical lines up to 30-degree angle line. So this is 5 dash. Okay, then this is 4 dash here. Then this is 3 dash. Okay, then this is 2 dash. Okay, and this is 1 dash. Okay, now this is what? This is total 50 mm. This is actual dimension. This is 50. Okay, and if you measure this dimension, which one? From here to here, 5 dash, O to 5 dash. So then that this is what? This is our reduced dimension. This is our reduced dimension, and this reduced dimension, this is used for what? Isometric projection problem. Isometric projection problem. And this 50 is used for what? This is used for isometric view problem. This is used for isometric, because this is the actual dimension or true dimension. This is used for isometric view. And what is the reduced dimension? So this is O5 dash. This is reduced. This is the reduced dimension, and this is used for isometric projection. And what is the difference between these two? So this O5, this is what? This is O5 dash. This is equal to how much? 0.815. 0.815 of O5. This is 5. So this is O5 dash. O5 dash is reduced dimension. This is, what is the value of this O5 dash? That is equal to 0.815. 0.815 multiplied by O5. Okay. So this dimension get reduced. Okay. What is the value of O5? O5 is 50. So this is 50 here. 50 multiplied by 0.815. Okay. So what we'll get here? So here you have to take this one. So this is 50 and multiplied by 0.815. We have to multiply out. So that comes out to be 40.75. Okay. So the dimension here, the dimensions get reduced here. So 40.75 is what? It is the reduced dimension. O5 dash. O5 dash is only 40.75. And it is used in what? Isometric projection problem. Okay. So that you have to use there. Okay. So isometric scale is used in what? It is used only in isometric projection, because we have to reduce the dimension. We don't require that in isometric view. Okay, we don't require that in isometric view. Okay. Now what is the next problem? In isometric projection, the actual dimension is multiplied by a factor of, we have just seen, it is multiplied by a factor of 0.815 or 9 by 11. Okay, so this ratio we have to use, or you multiply it by 0.815. Okay. Now, this type of question also they will ask in the examination. If the true length is 20 mm, the corresponding isometric length is, okay. So now true length is 20. So what is the isometric length? So whenever the isometric length is the asked, so what you have to do now? So 20 is given. So this is true length. You have to multiply this true length by 0.815. Okay. So it becomes what? It is 16.32. So the correct answer is 16.32. So you have to multiply this true length by a factor of 0.815. So that factor you have to remember, because in examination, this type of question they will ask. Okay. So 20 multiplied by 0.815. Now, and you have to read the problem carefully. See here, it is true length is given, isometric length is asked. Now here, the next problem is what? Here it is isometric length is given. Isometric length is given. We have to find out the true length now. So we have to do now opposite of that one. Okay. So what is the length? This is 48.96. Now here in this case, we have to divide it by 0.815. Okay. So the answer becomes what? 60. So the answer here it is what? 60. So you have to be very careful. When the true length is asked, we have to divide it by 0.815, and when the isometric length is asked, so we have to multiply it by 0.815. Okay. So otherwise, you remember the simple formula. Which formula you have to remember here? So you have to remember here this the okay. Just 1 minute. So here you have to remember the isometric length, that is equal to how much? 0.815, okay, multiplied by what? The true length. Okay, so this formula this formula we have to use here. Okay, so for all the problems you have to use this formula. Okay, so if you see here true length is given 20, so we have multiplied by 0.815. Now in the next problem, isometric length. So isometric length is what? Isometric length is given, that is equal to 48.96. So we have to find out here true length. So we have divided it by 0.815. So always remember this formula. This formula is very important. Okay, so isometric length is equal to 0.815 multiplied by true length. Okay, so this formula you have to remember. Okay, then we'll go for the next. Then what is the next question? So this is the answer is what? 60. So 48.96 divided by 0.815. So we'll get the 60 as the correct answer. Okay. Now in isometric view, the circle is drawn using. So which method we have used? So the circle is drawn using the 4 center method. We have to use here 4 center method. Okay. So circle in case of isometric drawing or in isometric view or projection, it is drawn by using the 4 center method. Okay. So that you have to remember. Now in isometric view, the circle appears as, so it appears as a ellipse. Okay. So when we draw the circle in isometric view, so it appears as a ellipse. Okay, so this also you have to remember. So this type of question they will ask in the examination. So we have drawn that one. Okay, I have if you refer the last video, so there we have drawn the circle on the plane. So we have drawn circle something like this. So it appears as what? It appears as a ellipse. It appears as a ellipse. So in case of the isometric drawing or view, the circle it appears as a ellipse. Okay, it appears as a ellipse. Now see, so now the questions now. So we will, now these are the theory. This part is the theory. So now we'll go for the questions. Now here, if you refer this one, see here. Now, okay. Now see, this is the question. So identify the isometric view. Identify the isometric view from the given views. So we have given here front view and left hand side view. That means whatever the model that is given to us. So in front view it must appear like this, and left hand side view it must appear like this. Okay. So now just take this first image. Okay, the simple way is what? Just take this first image and then compare with all the 4 models. Now, if you take this image here, if you take the first image here for the first problem. Okay, if you take here, so this is in front view. What is visible in the front view? So this first rectangle is visible. So rectangle is there in that view. The rectangle is there. So this is the rectangle. So this rectangle and this rectangle is same. Now this inclined surface. So this inclined surface is what? The second rectangle. This inclined surface, you have to rotate it. You have to make it vertical. So that is the second rectangle. So front view is like this. Okay. So front view is clear. Now we have to left hand side view. Now where we have to draw the left hand side view. Now this is the observer. This is the observer. You have to go from this side. This is what? The left hand side view. You have to go from this side, left hand side view. So from this side, now what is visible? So this surface is visible to the observer. So see, this is the observer. Now what is the dimensions here? So the dimensions are 60, vertical 60, and the width is also 60. So this is 60 and this one is also 60. So for the first this problem, this is the correct option. Okay. Now if you refer the second option, so in front view, see this rectangle is visible, and the second surface, this is having the cutout, but in our problem the cutout is not there. Here cutout is not there. So this is not the correct option. Now in third option, in front view we have only single rectangle, but in third option we'll get one rectangle, then this is second rectangle and the third rectangle, because here there is a cutout. So that is not the correct option. Here also we'll get 1, 2, and 3 rectangles. So this is not the correct option. We must get only one rectangle in the front view. So that is only here. Okay, one rectangle, and this is one the second rectangle. And in left hand side view, we'll get this other. Here in left hand side view, we'll get this cutout. So we'll get dotted line here. For this cutout, we'll get dotted line here. So that is not the dotted line is not mentioned here. So this is not the option. Here we'll get the dotted line for here. We'll get dotted line here. Okay, because we have to transfer this point on the front on the left hand side view. We'll get dotted line here. But in left hand side view, dotted line is not mentioned. So this is not the correct answer. Here also we'll get the two dotted line. We'll get dotted line for this circle. We'll get the dotted line for this circle, and we'll get dotted line for this cutout also. Okay, so here how we'll get the dotted line. Okay, so see for this option. Okay, for this option. So what we'll get? So the left hand side will be left hand side will be like this. Okay, left hand side will be like this. It is something like this. Okay, like this, and here like this. So it is there. Okay, see, left hand side is like this, but because of this circle, this the diametrical points will come here. So we'll get two dotted lines for this circle. Okay, because for this circle we'll get 2 points, 1 and 2, and for this cutout we'll get one dotted line. Okay, for this cutout we have to transfer this corner point here. So we'll get one dotted line, but dotted lines are not given in the side view. Okay, so this is not the correct option. This is not the correct option. So what is the correct option? The correct option is what? 1. Okay, this is the correct option. So see, this is the simple logic you have to apply while identifying the correct three-dimensional object. Now here, see front view. This is the front view. So you have to check the arrow in the direction of the arrow. Now when you check this, when you put this surface here, so one rectangle. So this rectangle is there. Okay, that rectangle is there, but on the back side of the rectangle there is a circle. The circle is there, so we must get here dotted line. So dotted line is not there. For this three-dimensional object, we'll get here two dotted lines because of the circle. But dotted lines are not mentioned. Cutout is there. Cutout is there, but because of the circle, we'll get here dotted line. So this is not the correct option, because for this object in front view, we'll get two dotted lines for the circle. Now here, second option. In second option, the bottom rectangle is there. Okay, so that is there. See, this rectangle is here. Okay, so we'll get rectangle. But on the top surface, we are not getting this type of surface. Okay, we'll get here one rectangle because of this inclined surface. So there is an inclined one rectangle here. Okay, we'll get rectangle here. Okay, so because of this inclined surface, so that is not there. So this is also not the correct option. Now this one, see, this is the third option. Now rectangle, we have rectangle. So this is the rectangle is there. See, this rectangle is there, and this surface in front view will get this surface. So that surface is also there. See, this surface is there in the front view. Okay, so this is the correct front view. This is the correct front view for this object. Now we have to check left hand side view. So for left hand side view, we have to take the left hand side direction. So this is my left hand side. So we have to go there. So this L shape is visible. Okay, so L shape is there, already there, and we have dotted line. Now for what that this dotted line is there? So dotted line is for this cutout. So we have to transfer this point here, and we'll get here dotted lines. Okay, so this we'll get dotted line here because for this cutout. So this line will come here. Okay, so that dotted line will represent that on the back side there is a cutout on the cutout. Okay, so I think this is the correct option for this problem. That is problem number 2. Okay, for this problem, the front surface is there, rectangle is there, the surface is also there, but because of these two circles, we'll get here dotted lines. Because of these two circular cutouts, we'll get the dotted lines. But dotted lines are not there in the front view. See, these are dotted lines are not there. So this is not the correct option. So correct option is what? Correct option is option number 3. Okay. So in option number 3, we'll get rectangle and this part, and in left hand side view, we'll get here one dotted line. So here we'll get the dotted line because of this cutout in left hand side view. So this side, left hand side view. Okay. So likewise, you have to check all the object here. Okay. It is very simple. Just take this surface and put it on the front surface, and take the surface, whatever the left hand side is there, so that you have to put here, and then check whether it is the same lines are there. Okay. Now for this problem, identify the correct isometric view. So what is the correct option for this one? Now here front view and top view is given. So first we will check the front view. Now for this one, see, we have V notch, and at the bottom we have 3 rectangles. So we have to check 3 rectangles. So where we'll get the 3 rectangles? Here we will not get the 3 rectangles because here 1 and 2, only 2 rectangles will get. Here we'll get the, in second option we'll get 3 rectangles, 1, 2 and 3. Here we'll get 3 rectangles, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that will get 1, 2 and 3. Then V notch we have to check. Now here see, V notch is not there. Here there is a square notch, okay, or rectangular notch is there. Here actually this is rectangular notch. Okay, so we don't want rectangular notch, we required V notch here. Okay, V cutout, we required V cutout. So though at the bottom 3 rectangles are there, 1, 2 and 3, the 3 rectangles are there, but we are not getting this V cutout. So here V cutout is not there, so this is not the correct option. So check now option number 3, 1, 2 and 3 rectangles at the bottom. In the direction of the arrow, we'll get front view, 1, 2 and 3, and then we'll get the V cutout. So okay, so then third option is correct. For front view, the third option is correct. We got 1, 2, 3 rectangles and V cutout. Okay, so this V cutout is there and 1, 2, 3 rectangles. Okay, so that is the correct option. That is the front view. Front view is correct. Now let us check the top view. Now in top view, what we'll get? 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles and this surface. Okay, so 4 rectangles. See whether it is there. So this is 1. Because of V, we'll get 2 rectangles here. We'll get 2 rectangles. 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now that V surface is something like this. Okay, just see this one. This V surface. Okay, so that the V shape it appears something like this. It is something like this. Okay, so V surface is like this, something like this. Okay, this is one rectangle, and this is another rectangle. So how much rectangles we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, this is 2, then this is 3, and this one is 4. So 2 and 3, this is because of V. This is because of the V shape. Okay, and after that, what we have? After that we have the here. We got this surface, bottom surface here, this surface. So that surface is also there in the top view. Okay, so what you have to do, we have to rotate this. We have to rotate the top view in the direction of the arrow. Okay, always rotate the object in the direction of the arrow. We'll get the perfect top view. So 1, because of V, we'll get 2 surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and this surface, bottom surface, horizontal surface. So this is the horizontal surface is there. Okay, so that is the correct option for this view. Okay, so what is the correct option? So option number 3 is correct for this figure. Okay, so this is just the simple logic you have to apply. You have to check all the front view and whatever the views are there. We have to check with the 3-dimensional object. Okay, now let us check this one. Now front view is given. So in front view, first we will check this part. Okay, we will check this part. The opposite, that is in the reverse T. Suppose this is T is there, so we will check T first. So where we'll get T? So in option number 1 we'll get T. Okay, so this is there, this is there. Okay, this is there. Okay, and then we get these 2 rectangles, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, these rectangles are also there, but here this is circular cutout is shown in the first option, and because of the circular cutout we will get here dotted lines. Okay, we will get here dotted line, but dotted lines are not mentioned in the front view. So this is not the correct option for our front view. Now let us check here. So this is the T is there. So this surface, vertical surface is visible in the front view. Then we got here 2 rectangles, 1 and 2, and nothing is there, So we are not getting anything. So this is the correct answer for this front view. This is the correct answer. Okay. So what we got this surface. So this is surface number 1. Okay. So that is here. This is that surface. So that is surface number 1. Then 1. Then this is 2, and this one is 3. So we got here 2 and 3. Okay, and no dotted lines are there. Okay, now in top view, we'll get what? We'll get this T shape. So you see this one in top view, we get this T shape. In top view, we get this T shape, and these 2 rectangles, 1 and 2. This is because of this horizontal surfaces. So one horizontal surface is this one. You have to rotate. You have to rotate this in the direction of arrow. Then this becomes the vertical T. This becomes the vertical T, and then we get these 2 rectangles, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So that is the correct option for this problem. So what is the correct option for this problem? So front view. So front view is like this, T and 1 and 2 rectangles, and then in top view we'll get this T shape and 1 and 2 surfaces. So this is the 2 surfaces are there. So correct option for this problem is option number 2. Okay. Then go for this problem now. See the next problem. Now we have given here front view and we have given here the left hand side view. Now let us check this. First we'll check the bottom. We'll check the bottom rectangles. So 1, 2, 3 rectangles are there. So let us check here. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So here 3 rectangles are there. Okay, so that is there. Then we have vertical rectangle. That vertical rectangle is because of this rib. You have to make this rib vertical. You have to make this rib straight. So we'll get here the vertical rectangle. For this is for what? This is for this rib. And then these two vertical rectangles are because of this part, this and this one. Okay, so that means the front view is correct for option number 1. Whatever the 3-dimensional object is given. So for that, this is correct. This is correct. Now, if you check the option number 2, we'll get 1, 2, 3 rectangles. So 1, 2, 3 rectangles is there. This vertical rectangle is because of this rib. Okay, this is because of this rib. So that is also correct. Then we get 2 rectangles also on the back, this rectangle and this rectangle. So that is also there. But because there are 2 circular cutouts, there are 2 circular cutouts, and because of these 2 circular cutouts, we will get the dotted lines in the front view. But dotted lines are not shown in the front view. Okay, whatever the views that are given to us, the dotted lines are not shown. So this is not the correct option. Then here the rib is not there. Okay, the middle rectangle, this middle rectangle, this is there, this is not there. This is the circular cutout is there. So we'll get dotted lines for that. So this is not the correct option. Here there is not rib, there is no rib. Okay, so this is not the correct option, because in the middle we will not get this rectangle in the front view. So what is the correct option for this problem? So this is there. So now we have not checked the left hand side view. So let us check the left hand side. In left hand side view, we'll get this L shape, 1 rectangle. Then this inclined surface become this the straight one. So L shape. Then this rectangle is because of this inclined part. We have to make it straight in the left hand side view. So L shape, and this part we have to make it straight. Then we'll get triangle because of the rib. So here this triangle is there because of the rib. Okay, and because of this cutout, that is not visible on the front surface. So we'll get this line as a dotted line. So dotted line is also mentioned here. See, this is dotted line. So this dotted line is because of what? This cutout. So all the front view and left hand side view is correct for the option number 1. So the correct option is what? The option number 1 is the correct answer. Okay. So we have to click the option number 1 here. Okay. So by mistake, if you click any other option, so you will lose your marks. So you have to be very careful while selecting the correct 3-dimensional object. And it is very simple. Just I'm telling you how to select the object. You have to just check the view that is given to you. So front view, you have to check 1, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3 rectangles. So that is correct. Then vertical 2 rectangles. So vertical 2 rectangles are because of this in the direction of arrow. So these 2 rectangles. Middle we have 1 rectangle. So that is because of this inclined rib. You have to make it straight. In side view, there is a L shape, 1 rectangle, 1 surface. Then second surface is because of this inclined part. You have to make it straight in the direction of the left hand side view. Then we get the triangle because of the rib. So triangle is also there. And what is this dotted line? This dotted line is because of this cutout. So this line, this cutout point, this point you have to transfer here, and inside this surface you have to draw the dotted line. Okay. So likewise, you have to check all the surfaces. Okay. Now let us go for this part now. Okay. So now first we'll check the front view. Now there is a L shape. There is first L shape is there. So let us check in the direction of arrow. There is a L shape. So L shape is there. We'll first check the option number 1. So L shape is there. Yes. So L shape is there. Correct. Then we have vertical dotted line here. This is vertical dotted line. Now this vertical dotted line is because of this cutout on the back side. You have to transfer this point here. Okay. So we'll get here a dotted line. So that is also correct. That is also correct. Dotted line. So we'll get dotted line because of this cutout. We have to just transfer this point on the front surface. The cutout point, that is for this cutout we have 2 points. One is here and another will come here. So we'll get dotted line. So that is also correct. Then again at left hand side we have the dotted line. So so this dotted line is because of this cutout. So this line we have to transfer on the front surface. We'll get dotted line here. So that is also correct. That means here it is one dotted line because of this cutout, and here we'll get 1 dotted line because of this cutout. So both are correct. So for L shape both are correct. Now then we have to check this part. We have to check this surface. So this surface is also correct. This surface is also correct. Here this is that surface. So that surface will come here. But what is but here circular cutout is shown, and for this circular cutout we'll get what? 2 dotted lines on the front surface. But here we don't have that two dotted lines. That means this is not the correct option. Everything is correct. Rest of the things are correct, but because of this circular cutout, the circles is visible in top view, and in top view the circle is not there. The circle is not there. So this is not the correct option. This is not the correct option. Now check the option number 2. Now circle is not there. Okay, so circle is not there in top view. But now there is additional rectangle is there. There is additional rectangle here. So we'll get here 1 and 2 parts here in the front view. But here there is only one surface. But if we see this here in option number 2, we'll get this rectangle and this part. Okay, two surfaces are there, but we have only one surface here. So this is also not the correct option. Then the option number 3. Now here you see this is all everything is correct here in option number 3. Okay, so in option number 3, we'll get L shape, we'll get dotted lines for this cutout. Okay, one dotted line here, and we'll get dotted line for this one here, and only one surface here. Okay, so this is the correct option for the and in top view, what is visible? See this part here. So this and this part here, this surface, we have to rotate it in the direction of the arrow. So this goes on the right hand side. Okay, this suppose C shape. This C shape is, we have to make it vertical. So this is the C shape. This is on the right hand side, and this C shape, this is on the left hand side. We have to make it vertical. So this is the C shape on this one. Okay, nothing is there. Circle is not there. Now in fourth option, there are two rectangles attached to this part. There are two rectangles, but in top view, these two rectangles are not shown. Here there is no rectangles are there. So this is not the correct option. Fourth one is not the correct option. So what is the correct option? The correct option is option number 3. Okay, so this is the correct option for our problem. Okay, so here you will practice the orthographic projection also and isometric view also. Okay, both that means if you practice only orthographic projections, you can identify the problem for the isometric view. That is just the reverse of that one. Okay, so this is the correct option. Just you have to check dotted lines. You have to check dotted line that comes because of this cutout. Okay, this point we will transfer here. So we'll get here the dotted lines here, and because of this cutout, we'll get the dotted lines here. Okay, and this surface. Okay, and top view, this C shape, you have to rotate it. You have to make it vertical in the direction of arrow. Always rotate the view in the direction of arrow to see the top view. C shape on the right hand side. This is on the right hand side, and this cutout is on the left hand side. So see, this is on the left hand side. Okay, this is on left hand side. Then this cutout is on the right hand side. Okay, this inclined surface, you have to make it straight, so it appears like this surface here. Okay, this surface. Okay, so this inclined surface, you have to rotate it. Oh, sorry, you have to make it straight. So we'll get that part here. Okay, so this is the correct option for the problem. So option number 3 is correct. Okay, now this problem is same. This is the simple problem. I have given you that in AR project also. So go for that one, download the app, just see this object, 3-dimensional object on your paper. So what is this one? Now see, in front of you, we have to see, we must see 3 rectangles, 1, 2, and 3. Now let us check here, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 rectangle, so this is the arrow, sorry, I have not shown the arrow here. So this is the direction of the arrow. So 1, 2, and 3. So 3 rectangles are there. So this is there, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll get this part, second surface. So it is something like this. So this part is there. So that is also the part. So this part will come forward. So this is the second surface, 1, 2, and 3. Then this is fourth surface. So fourth surface is also there. So that this is the correct front view for this object. Then we have given top view. Now in top view, we have 1, 2 rectangles. So this is 1, and this inclined surface becomes straight. You have to make this straight. So 1 and 2. Then we'll get this surface, bottom surface. So this is the bottom surface. Okay, and you have to rotate this in the direction of the arrow here. So this rectangle, it comes on the right hand side. So this is on the right hand side. Okay, then after that we have this rectangle. So that this rectangle, and then this cutout becomes straight. You have to make this cutout vertical. Okay, you have to make this cutout vertical. So what is the correct option for this one? So option 1 is correct. Why not the option number 2? Because here circular cutout is there in top view. Here we get circle, but here circle is not shown. So that is not the correct option. Why not this? Because here in the side view, here there is an extension. Okay, in front view, here this line, this inclined line is somewhat above, okay, some distance above, but here this inclined line is directly touching our 15 mm height. Okay, this is 15 mm height. So, but here this is not touching the 15 mm height. It is somewhat some distance above. So this is not the correct option. Here also the inclined line is somewhat above, some distance above. So this is not the correct option. This inclined line must touch the 15 mm height. So this inclined line must touch the 15 mm height. So this is not the correct option because here height is given. Here it is height is given. Okay, we don't require height. It is directly coming at the bottom surface. So for this problem, what is the correct answer? So the option number 1 is the correct answer. Okay, so this is the correct answer for this problem. Okay, so okay, now this is the next problem. Now let us check this one. So we have the we have now the square. We have two square in front view. It is visible. In top view also two squares are visible. Now let us check this one. Now for this one front view. So this is the inclined. So this is inclined square. Okay, this is inclined square. You have to make it straight. So when you make it straight, so it becomes a vertical. It becomes a vertical square. So that is correct. Okay, you have to make it straight. Just make it straight, vertical in the direction of the arrow. I have told you whenever these inclined surfaces are there, just rotate it. Okay, rotate it, make it straight. So you have to make this surface straight. It becomes a vertical square. Then after that, inside again we have next square. So again you have to rotate it. So you will get the second square. Now, so in front view, two squares are visible. So that is according to this front view. But what is the problem? On the back side, there is a triangular cutout. And because of this triangular cutout, we must get here dotted lines. Okay, we must get here dotted line. But dotted lines are not shown here in the front view. So this is not the correct option. Now go for the option number 2. Now here we have this inclined square. You make it straight. So you will get one square here. So that is correct. Then in the middle, we have again inclined square. You have to rotate it. You will get this second square. So that is also correct. And on the back side, we don't have any cutout. That means there is no dotted lines for any cutout. So that is the correct option. In top view, whenever you see from the top view, again this is the inclined surface. You have to make it straight in the top view. You have to take these bottom 2 points upward. So that becomes the square. And this inclined surface also becomes the square in top view. So this inclined surface, okay, this inclined surface, so it is one square, and this inclined surface you have to make it straight in the top view. Okay, so that becomes second square. So for this problem, this option is correct, option number 2. Why not the option number 3? Because in the middle they are not shown any square, but in the problem we have the square here at the middle, but in option number 3 we don't have any square here. Now why not the option number 4? In option number 4, some height is given here. That is the rectangle is there. Okay, a rectangle, one rectangle, and then square. But we don't have here the rectangle line is not there. Okay, so that this is not the correct option. So what is the correct option for this problem? So this is the problem number 2. We have to see the problem number 2 is the correct option. Okay. Now for this one, now see this one. So always check first the front view, then check the side view. Then check the side view. Now here front view and right hand side view is there. So you have to first check the front view. Now in front view, start from the bottom. We got here two rectangle. One rectangle is this one, and second rectangle is this one. So check the arrow. In the direction of arrow, we will get the surfaces. So option number 1, bigger rectangle, and then this inclined surface that becomes smaller rectangle. So these are correct. These are correct. Okay, these are correct. But on the back side, we have the circular cutout, and because of the circular cutout, we must get here two dotted lines. But here in our problem, dotted lines are not shown. So this is not the correct option. Okay, though the rectangles are there, two rectangles are there, we don't have the circle. We don't have the circular. Because of the circular cutout, there must be the dotted lines. But here there is no dotted line is there. Okay, then so this is not the correct option. Now this one, we have two rectangles, one rectangle and this two rectangle. Okay, that is correct. Then this triangle is also there. This triangle is also there. But this cutout, now this cutout is here. This is the rectangular cutout. But here in this case, we have the V cutout. Here we have V cutout. So this is also not the correct option. We want here what? The rectangular cutout. So we have to check the rectangular. So you see here this is also the V cutout and circular cutout. We don't want circular cutout and V cutout. we want rectangular cutout. So what is the correct option for this problem? So this is the two rectangles, 1 and 2. So two rectangles at the bottom, 1, 2. Then we have this rectangular cutout here. This is the rectangular cutout, this part. Okay, this comes forward, and then we have the triangle here. We have the triangle here. Okay. In top, now in right hand side view means what? You have to take this direction. This is the observer, so you have to go from this side. Okay, so when you go from this side, we'll get two rectangles, 1, 2. This inclined surface becomes the straight part. Okay, so this is 1, 2. This is the straight part, and the third part is because of this one. Third part is because of this one, and then we'll get here dotted line. This dotted line in right hand side view, this dotted line in from the right hand side view is because of this cutout. So we have to transfer this point here, and then we have to draw the dotted line. Okay, so likewise you have to solve the problem here. Okay, so we have solved the problem. Other problems I left for you. Just go for the problem. You have to, all the students have to solve these problems. Okay, you have to attempt this concept, because based on these marks you will get in the concept test, I will give you the term work marks. Okay, and B, that means I have already told you, you will not in the examination you will not get any problem